Savage Spearfishing Productions.
Cosmic, 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 cosmic.
I dove down to try and help. It's like, nope, bro. I saw 30 coming from the abyss. I'm like, not me, buddy. Not me. Hell yeah. I drove down to try and save it. I saw one grab it and 30 chase. I'm like, nope, fuck you. You lose.
Anytime you're diving and you have that situation, I mean, obviously team diving, deep blue water of any sort, you're pretty much just backing up your partners when they're driving. So they take a shot, first thing you want to do, and my situation was just kind of get to Ryan, get the gun out of his hand or help him, because he was fighting. I mean, he just did a long drop, took his time lining up a shot. He pretty much went down, leveled out, scouting. He was about 50 foot, 60 foot. You could see him level out, and then he saw his AP and pushed, 30, 40 yards to take the shot. By then, now he's coming up, and this fish is ripping line, and he's trying to slow it down. I mean, you're exerted. So my whole thing is get to Ryan, make sure he breaks surface. Obviously broke surface, he's sitting there working the line. He's not getting anywhere. I mean, it's just taking and taking, and he's trying to slow it down. So I'm just trying to get my hand on the line, slow it down, try and help him pull up. By the time I got my hand on the line and went to pull, I went under. I mean, I had no sort of take on this fish at all. It felt like it was just going and going and going. I don't think we were fighting an African pompano. I think we were fighting an African pompano in a shark's fucking mouth. You know what I mean? Because it was just ripping us down.
Right.
Both of us on the line. And I'm like, dude, we should be able to pull at least a little bit. You know what I mean? No, we weren't getting anywhere.
Yeah, the way Ryan was pulled underneath the water that was substantial.
At that point, I'm like, I gotta make a drop. I knew we weren't gonna get it up. It wasn't tiring out. We're either gonna rip the line out or there's no point. I might as well make a drop, get another shot into this fish, hopefully secure it. But when you drop down and you see fucking 60 sharks down there just devoured. The reason we weren't getting anywhere with that fish was I think he was already being eaten. When I came up and broke surface, I immediately was like, fuck this, fuck these sharks. I just looked up, found the boat. It was like, like I said, 150 yards out. So I just started kind of swimming towards the boat. And I'm like, wait, Ryan lost his shaft. So I'm like, he's in the middle of fucking 100 sharks with no shaft. So I turned back around, and right as I'm like side by side with him, but right as I turn back around when I'm head in the water, I just see this bull coming up and a missile. He's just gun out with no shaft, just waiting for it. I mean, it opened mouth and was just coming for him. And I literally over top of Ryan's shoulder and just right into the top of this bull as hard as I fucking could, jabbed him, put it right. I was gonna pull the trigger. I mean, he was coming in for some meat. Like, he was not hesitating. Put my gun on him as hard as I could, pushed him down, smacked him, and he turned off, but it just pissed that particular bull off. And we had problems with him for the next 10 minutes. He was just turning and coming. I poked that same shark at least 6 more times. Yeah. Like, he would not let up. So we definitely had a few of them that were ready to come at us, and that was me.
At what point are you guys seeing all this shark and thinking, I need to get back to the boat?
I thought that immediately. So on my dive, I was like, how quickly can I just aim for the boat as I'm coming? I literally was like looking for it as I was ascending from my fucking drop. So I'm like, where the fuck is the boat? As I'm like looking down at this tornado of shark, I'm like, fuck, dude, fuck this. Like, that is, I'm ready for 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 5 or 6 with us the entire day. No problems whatsoever. I've never been in a situation where there's fucking 40 sharks all pissed off coming at you. Like, dude, everywhere you look, they're at your fin tips, they're at your side. I'm looking at him, he's jabbing one. I'm looking at Ryan, Ryan's fucking tangled up, line everywhere, because he just got spooled for fucking 100 yards. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck? I'm trying to pull Ryan's line off of him, and I'm trying to poke so we can actually kick and move forward, And then you're getting distracted by huge cobia coming by. So you're like, shark, ooh, cobia. Then I hesitate on pulling the trigger because these things are already by the 100, you know what I mean? So you're like, oh, now I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, if I pull the trigger and I put my buddies on the line, like, now we're down 2 shafts. I got 2 guys ready to fight off sharks, and they're already hands full, and I'm about to pop a cobia, and it's gonna go nuts. If I don't stone that cobia, 1, there's no way you're getting that to the boat. 2, you just put your buddies at risk. You know what I mean? For just absolute mayhem. You can handle 4 or 5 sharks. You can't handle 50 of them fuckers in the middle of a feeding. Like, that's just, you're not gonna put yourself in that spot. So that was tough. Like, very difficult to pass up on some nice cobia. But then when you're in that situation, and I still regret not pulling the trigger, but at the same time, I'm like, someone would have got fucked. You're fighting a fish, and you're pulling him up, and you feel like you're gaining, and then all of a sudden you get ripped down 15 feet underwater. That's one of 2 things. Either that fish just fucking did a line of coke, or it's in a fucking shark's mouth getting pulled to the abyss. So